We're joined by Dr John Molepo to weigh in on the developments. Good afternoon to you once again. Apologies for that. We seem to have lost you the last time around. I hope we have you on a better line. But, we have been asking indeed for your analysis, Doctor, on the events of this week, starting with Sihle losing out on the chair position, and wondering if, that was surprising for you and what your thoughts have been of this conference.
Well, for me, it has not been surprising that Sihle will lose the chairmanship of the ANC in the province. It has long been written on the wall because of numerous factors. His alignment for Ramaphosa and also the question of Zuma factor also played a very important role, the way he stands around the Zuma question. And also, again, the only premier in all the ANC provincial congress that have happened that the chairperson loses another bit when they contest. I think Sihle here was caught up napping. That's why he lost the biggest province in the ANC.
Yeah, and let's talk about the impact of these results of the conference that they would have towards the national conference. There is a view, and I don't know if it's a view that comes from KZN, that says that KZN really does sort of set the tone for what's to take place nationally. Do you think that's true to a certain extent?
Well, the implications are as follows. One, obviously, the KZN as with the demonstration that are happening in the conference, you can feel that going to the conference, they will not want to support the Ramaphosa. And second to that is the question of unity. I think the ANC, in the KZN, in the last ANC elective conference, they were the biggest losers. They lost with a huge margin. So for now, I think as they move forward, they will want to align with the provinces that denounces Ramaphosa, but also looking into the question of not losing like they lost in the previous conference, but then also something that we also must think about: what is the ideological or policy difference between all these faction fighting for the soul of the ANC? I think it's high time that people must just say this is our time to eat type of arrangement. I think it's something that the ANC need to look into, particularly looking at the ANC in the province losing a number of voters in the previous elective in the previous election. So it's something that the ANC need to look into. But also going to the conference, it's important for the ANC in the KZN to unite. And the unity, I think, is more aligned to those who are in pro-Zuma.
All right, Dr Molepo, it is interesting what's taking place at the moment in KZN, and you talk about this fight for the soul of the party. And, when you look at, and I think they don't want it to be called factions, but if you look at the different factions and what's emerging now, a new faction, in fact, that we spoke to just a short while ago, the Taliban, they call themselves a grouping, rather. All of these groupings believe that they are right, that they know what's right for the party, that they know what's right for the soul of the party. I mean, what do you make of the fact that we have all these groupings who are all essentially thinking that they know what would be the best thing for the party? I mean, what does it say to us as we look from the outside?
Look, the ANC is too factional to a point that each and every conference or anything, there are factions beyond a measure. Look, now there's Taliban. I think Taliban is trying to come up with a faction that neither RET or WMC that maybe provide a new game changer or new direction. But the question remains, as much as these people are aligning themselves, what is their ideology? And also, what is it that they want to do? Because the same leaders belong to various factions. I think we are recycling the same thing that are happening in South Africa. And people of South Africa, I'm telling you, are getting tired with the ANC because of this thing that are happening now in the corruption, inequality, and many other issues that are happening in South Africa and under the leadership of the ANC. So it's high time that the society will stand up and say, enough is enough. Look, now there's emergence of Taliban, which also want to say, I'm bringing new things. But the question is, what is this new thing that you're offering?
Yeah, and I mean, want to talk about the challenges that this new leadership may have, as they prepare to assume these positions. I mean, we're talking about these factions, and obviously this means that they have people that would be against them too. So you're never going to be fully happy, while you win a position.
First and foremost, it's a question of unity. You know why I'm saying unity? The unity is the question of going to the national conference. The new leadership will then have to work with those who lost, because they need their votes in order for KZN not to lose in the national conference. But also what is critical is for the new leadership, when they go out to the society, they must be able to win the confidence and support of the ANC and the society at large, because the ANC in the previous election has lost critical municipalities. So it's high time the ANC ensure that they win the confidence of the people and also win the support of the people, so that going to the election in 2014, the ANC must come back in governance in power.
All right, Dr. Molepo, thanks so very much for joining us here on SABC News. We certainly do appreciate your input.